I love bottling.
Yeah, I'm a bottler. I think I've always been a bottler. I don't like being a pain, and I don't like being an inconvenience to people, and so I kind of like to, I'm not supposed to keep it in, but I know that it's obviously not healthy. But it's weird as well, because I always almost feel like a sense of like guilt for like talking about things. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's like being a bother.
I think like a lot of the time when you're feeling horrible about yourself, you tend to take it out on the people you're closest to, which sometimes can be my partner who I live with. I feel like whenever something scary is happening, I tend to like completely freeze and just sort of sit and not do anything at all, which in the end doesn't help.
I think I'm good at intellectualizing my feelings. I think I'm a very self-aware person, but I don't know how to actually like process it. Like when I was in counselling in high school, and I would be like talking and I'd start crying and I'd keep trying to speak through it, and she would be like, can you just sit with it? And I'd be like, but I don't like that, it's uncomfortable, I don't like feeling like that. But you have to feel like that if you're upset.
When you're like outwardly upset, I think that's like a social behaviour of like asking for help. I wonder if whether you learn when that doesn't work over and over again to stop doing it. I take the time to, when I'm having negative emotions, just figure out like, you know, what can I actually realistically do in this situation. I kind of tend to boil things down to actually like practical steps, and then I ignore all of them, so like it's not really a useful thing to do.
I think my problem is if something's wrong, I don't feel it, I just internalize and rationalize it. So in my head I'll be like, I am feeling this is why I'm feeling it, this is what has caused it. But in doing that, that's what I thought processing it was, but that's not the case. I don't let myself feel it. I talk through it and then go, okay, that's done with. I've got to a point where like I'm in a relationship and stuff, and if I feel down, that affects other people. And I think I'm very used to letting myself rot on my own. But now it's kind of more like you just got to grow up and get on with it.
I tend to just like go really like internalized, really quiet, and I sort of sink into myself. But then if I talk to somebody, it's like immediately like it feel better, and it's annoying because I know that that's how I should deal with it, but I think it's not always like accessible, or it's not always easy to do that, or
it's hard to approach as well.
Yeah.
People will maybe not quite understand, or just you're not quite sure if they want to hear this right now.
Yeah.
When I'm upset about something, I tend to make it a lot bigger, because if I'm feeling something, that's like my brain's going, you're sad, you're sad, you're sad. So then it just like becomes this huge thing. Writing it down, I think, is very helpful. And burning it is really cathartic. If you could do anything to release your emotions, like without any sort of repercussions or like physical harm to yourself, what would you do? I'm not the kind of person that would punch walls, but if I could like break stuff, I would love to like go to a rage room, get like a bat and just like whack the crap, like, I don't know, like an old TV or something.
It might be extreme, but like just something really just, you know, violent, like just throw myself off a cliff or something. I think that would be like a really bad day. Like I wouldn't want the consequence of that. I feel like if I get really upset, or if I feel really like angry or something, I feel violent sort of towards myself, but not to anybody else. It gets taken out in like ways that are like maybe like, I don't know, self-destructive.
You know how like a tumble dryer has like a lint screen? I just want one of those for my brain, where I could just get rid of all the negative emotions and things.
I did some yoga with my mum, and like she was like, oh, like just do this thing for 10 minutes, and oh my god, like the release was like insane. It was like physically opening up your arms and your body like that, and it was just, the release was so nice, and like instantly, like I couldn't stop smiling. It just like put me in such a good mood.
I think I'd say not to be fearful of sharing things, because keeping it in is just worse. Don't keep it in. You will keep it in, but try not to.
I think the other thing is just like that people like really care about you. You just need to like keep that in mind. I think like you're not bothering anybody by talking about stuff. Nobody's inconvenienced by that. You're not letting anybody down. It's just like you need to just, you know, it's the best way to do it is communicate.
So do you want to hear my actual answer? Do you want me to give you a proper soundbite? Live in denial. Simply do not have the emotions, and also you will never die.